Good evening, viewers, and welcome to this edition of NTV Sports Page. It's Tuesday, the 4th of May, and I'm Curtis Morton. In our headlines, El Camino Willett gets to 68. And in our feature for this evening, we feature some of the action from the Clash of the Parishes. We'll take this break, and I'll be right back.
Salt is an important part of the human diet, but most of us consume more than we realize.
Consuming excess salt can lead to heart attack, high blood pressure, and even stroke, and other health-related conditions such as kidney disease.
As a hypertensive patient, in my home, I reduce salt intake by not adding salt during the preparation of my food, not having a salt shaker on my table, limiting the consumption of salty snacks, and choosing products with low sodium content.
If you gradually use less salt, you will gradually want less salt. Eating less salty foods will reduce your cravings for salty foods.
Do you know that common baked goods such as bread and crackers are high in salt?
Did you know that there are certain seasonings that contain more salt than you actually need? There are more natural, healthier ways to reduce the salt intake in your dishes by using natural things like onions, garlic, seasoned peppers, and even thyme and merengue powder.
Consuming foods like bananas, potatoes, and dried peas and beans such as lentils and kidney beans contains potassium, which helps to reduce salt in the body.
You can lower your salt intake by reducing salty foods, removing table salt, and using salt alternatives when cooking.
Most people consume excess salt from processed foods, such as snack foods, processed meats, instant meals, and condiments.
Instead, use fresh vegetables, ground provision, fresh meats, and natural herb seasonings, just like our grandparents did, and just like you did with this soup.
Get salt smart.
I am salt smart.
Let's get salt smart.
We are salt smart.
Well, I'm back and we start with football. We have some results from the SKNFA matches played on Friday, 30th April. In the Keith Gums Under-17 Youth League at Keon, Najiko Keon Rockets 1, Rams Village Superstars 0. At the Gardens playing field, New Generation Garden Hotspurs 8 and Connery Superfeet 0. In the SKNFA Premier League at Warner Park in Match 1, MFCR United Old Road Jets 2, and my favorite team, one of them at least, Hot Springs Bath United 0. Scoring for Old Road, Tiquani Williams struck twice, and listen when he scored. In the 85th minute and in the 90th minute, Bath had the game all wrapped up there for a draw and let it slide. SL Hotspur St. Paul's United 3 in the second match, Flow 4GK on Rockets 0. Now to cricket. Saturday, May the 1st was a very important date for Nivisions and cricket lovers generally. On that day, El Camino Tonito Willett celebrated his 68th birthday. I had my now annual appointment with the great man. El Camino Tonito Willett. the first cricketer from the Leeward Islands to make it into the West Indies cricket team. That seemed like ages ago. He was just 19 years old. Imagine that. He was 19 years old. And yesterday,
It's been ages.
May the 1st, made this man 68 years. Well, at age 19, going way back now, at age 19, did you feel that you would get to 68?
Well, I always think positive. I always felt that I would have a long life. Like my father, he always thought that he would live for a long, long time. Sometimes you say, man, I stay young too long. So
how old was he when he died?
He made it to 98.
Wow!
You know, so I...
Okay. So you think you might get there?
I should get there. I should get there.
Well,
with the help of God, of course.
Yeah, with the help of God. On a serious note, though, a couple, years back, right here in the E.T. Willett Park, when you fell off that ladder,
in 2018.
2018.
3 years ago.
That could have changed that perspective.
You're right. You're right, could have changed.
You thought that might have been the end, innit? At one point.
Well, not really, because I did not lose consciousness or anything. I was hurting, but I didn't go unconscious.
Okay. So you thought there was
I
hope?
thought I had a chance,
Okay.
yes. I didn't know badly my neck was fractured, but I felt I had a chance. I actually thought my arms were broken instead of my neck.
Wow.
You know, I felt the pain more in my arms. You know, so I really thought that my arms were broken.
But you got through that hurdle, thanks to God.
Yes, thanks to God.
And with the help of Massa, right?
Yes, the help of Massa.
With the help of Massa.
I was able to fly out from here to Miami.
Right, and get the necessary
treatment.
Well, Willett, how did you spend yesterday, your 68th birthday?
Yeah, well,
What was it
I
like?
went to St. Kitts. My wife and I, with a couple of friends, we drove all the way around St. Kitts.
Wow.
We went down to Sandy Point. We bought some goat water and so on.
Okay.
And the gentleman who bought the goat water for us, the gentleman who sold him the goat water told him, you're going to come back. And we actually went back there and got some more.
Wow.
You know, we went into St. Paul's and went back to Sandy Point.
To get some more goat water.
And then we went around the island.
Wow.
But we went to get some for Akito and his girlfriend.
Okay.
And I had a chance to meet my grandson yesterday for the first time. Akito's son.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
You know,
so it was a nice day.
It was a nice day.
It was a nice day. And Willett, I know there was a time when we had an interview, and you said, I don't know if you remember saying that a lot of the cricketers nowadays, they are more interested in the bling. They don't do the necessary exercise and so on.
True.
What would be your word now to a young cricketer? Because at 19, you trained hard, you worked hard, and you still look as fit as ever. I mean, what would you say to a young cricketer?
I'm not trained enough right now, really.
Okay.
But I need to get back into some more training, really, and more often.
Okay. But what would you say to a youngster who is playing now?
Yeah, well, forget about the earrings and the bracelets and the fancy stuff, and the shades and so on, and work hard on your game. As Hensley like to say, success only comes before work in the dictionary.
Okay.
Because S comes before W.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
so, you know, if you want to achieve anything, you really have to work hard. Work hard consistently.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, Elko, happy belated birthday.
Yeah, thank you.
And I'm going to keep saying this. I'm going to sound like a stock record, but I'm looking forward to the day, folks, when I can say and salute Sir Elkemito Willett.
Yeah, but you know me, if he doesn't come, it doesn't bother me.
I understand. But guess what, Elko? It bothers me.
Okay.
Because that's something I want. I mean, Willett, you deserve it. I mean,
see,
don't argue with me.
Take life as it comes.
I understand, but don't argue with me. Watch it, right? You are the man who opened the door.
Yeah, that is true.
Viv passed you. Andy passed you. Curtly passed you. Richie passed you. All of them got Sir. And the man who opened the door is yet to get Sir. That baffles me. But don't worry, Willett. I believe, I'm convinced, since you're going to live to see 98, I believe it's going to happen. I don't know when, but it's going to happen by God's grace. So,
well, I hope so, you know. I say it doesn't bother me if it doesn't happen, but I hope it happens.
You look forward to it,
you know.
Well, all the best, and we look forward to your next birthday because I'm going to make it an annual thing.
Okay.
Looking forward to seeing you on your next birthday. And you know what that means, right? That's a challenge for me. I have to live to see my next birthday. I have to see my
you have to live
so
to see the
I
next
too
year.
have to do some training and keep playing my cricket and do a lot of things that's necessary.
You're into your cricket still.
You know
I haven't
what I mean?
played since 1989.
You see what I mean?
When I retired from cricket.
Right. So we got to do a certain thing, and we have an appointment next year, guys.
Okay.
All right. All the best, Elko.
Yeah, okay. Thank you.
Take care. Well, so we say happy belated birthday, Elko. We'll take this break, and I'll be back with our feature for this evening.
One Nevis, I couldn't rest. I have to get this thing off my chest. I am King Astro, 4 times Culturama Calypso Monarch, and back-to-back St. Kitts Nevis National Carnival Calypso Monarch. And I took the COVID vaccine because I want to do my part in the fight against COVID-19. I am feeling a sense of peace in my mind. My body is feeling great. So I'm encouraging you all to go out and vaccinate and help us fight this monster, COVID-19. I said, don't wait, vaccinate.
For more information or to get vaccinated, visit your nearest health center. This message was brought to you by the Department of Public Health, Nevis.
Well, I'm back, and tonight cricket is in the spotlight. Sunday, 2nd May, saw the hosting of a crowd-pleasing competition at the E.T. Willett Park. It was dubbed the Clash of the Parishes, and it was an all-female state ball cricket competition. 4 of the 5 parishes showed up in their new-look uniforms, with St. John's being the only parish not to have a representative team on the day. It was an exciting round-robin tournament, which ended with 3 teams having 2 wins each after the preliminary rounds: St. George's, St. Paul's, and St. James's. The organizers determined that based on run rate, St. Paul's was into the finals, but that St. George's and St. James were both tied. This created some debate, but it was eventually decided that the 2 teams would play a super over. St. James's managed just 2 runs from the over, bowled by Island player Devonique, and St. George's managed to overhaul the target, again amidst some element of controversy. St. Paul's and St. George's faced off in the grand finals. St. Paul's racked up a solid 60 from the allotted 5 overs, with Sinaldo Willett and Catherine Keynes both playing superbly. St. George's could only manage 38 when their 5 overs ran out. During the presentation ceremony, the following awards were presented by one of the coordinators of the event, Dr. Andre Bosso. Most runs, Saneldo Willett, 70 runs. Most wickets, Rasmin Fifield, 4 wickets. And the MVP of the tournament, Saneldo Willett. The awards were valued at $300. St. Paul's Tigers lifted the grand trophy. The many spectators thoroughly enjoyed the entertainment, as included in those taken to the field of play were Dr. Janice Daniel Hodge, J.D. Keynes, and Sandrine Willett. The 2 umpires for the entire tournament were Rohan Isles and the man Jabal. Tonight we take in action from the very first game of that day, and that's the game between the St. Thomas's team and the St. George's team. So here goes once more. Freeman races in now to bowl to Razin. Gets another high delivery. Is that another no ball? There might be a run out here. Run out! My goodness! Well. And it's a no ball for Height again, but it's a run out. Roslyn not getting it. Was a direct hit. And direct hits always make a difference. Let's see if she could get it right. Moves in now with a free hit delivery. Davis pulling it into the onside. Again, that fielder again might be a run out here. That could, my goodness. She's feeling really well. Good movements on that occasion. Here goes once more. Moves in now to bold. Davis swinging bold. She's bold. Well. Her teammate Dav has been bold, and that's personal. 2 of them would have a running battle here, and she would have won this one. Moving in now to bowl to Keynes. Swings this one away. That might go into the boundary. It's gone into the boundary for 4. You could hear the screams behind us. They're still running, but the signal has come already. It's 4 runs. Somebody asking for another one. As Hobson it is. We'll be moving in now. to bowl to Keynes. Keynes is pulling this one into the onside. The fielder is coming across. Whoa, does a little football. Kicks it towards the boundary. Kicks it across the boundary. Gone for 4 more. So Keynes has struck 2 consecutive 4s. Poor fielding on that occasion. As advised accordingly. Here goes now. Moves into bowl. Good delivery. Bowled. That's a good delivery. Pitched and plucked out the leg stump of Keynes. And so Keynes comes back after a pretty enterprising innings. She certainly changed things a lot for St. George's as she marches back. So it will be Daniel to bowl to Khaldisa once more. Here goes Daniel, moving in now to bowl to Khaldisa. That's a swung away. That's a lovely shot. Pulled backward of square for 4. And even the wicketkeeper applauds. So 38 the score for the loss of 2. Here goes Daniel, moving in now to bowl to Khaldisa. She's swinging into that once more. Does she beat the mid-wicket? She will. That's gone for 4. That's a lovely shot. She has tugged that one through mid-wicket, gone for 4. There's a skip in her strides as she comes back down. A lovely way to finish the over. And that looks like 42 at the end of 4. And she'll want to do a lot better for St. Thomas's as she prepares to bowl. Left arm around, moves in now, bowls, swings into that. Oh, true Daniel. And can't stop it, gone for 4. Well, that's another 4 to Khaldisa. And she has certainly upped the tempo here. She has decided to come around. 2 wide so far. Moves in now to bowl to Hobson. Hobson is hitting that one down past the bowler, racing down for the single. David's trying a direct hit. Misses the stumps, and Anya backs up nicely. And so 1 more to the total. 3 for no loss. Jazz was screaming because she thought that the stumps had been knocked over. Here goes now, bowl short, and this time she's bowled. This time she's bowled. Jazz celebrates because she has picked out the off stump, wicket number 1, and the St. George's team celebrates big time. Has a nice low crouch over her bat as Herbert moves in now to bowl. She's driving. Caught! Caught by Myrtlin Elliott. And Freeman can't believe it. Jazz celebrates. Good catch by Myrtlin Elliott. Well positioned, and she literally picked out and she wrapped her arms around it. And so 1 ball duck for Captain Freeman. She can't believe it. Settles over her bat once more. Daniel, as Joel Bose hits it back to the bowler, takes a catch on. Screams behind us. Good movement there by Joel as she came forward and took the catch with both hands. And St. George's celebrate one more time. Good wicket that. Good catch. Good bowling by Joel. Here goes now. Dav moves in now to bowl. Swings into the onside. There's Myrtlin Elliott getting behind it and stopping it. She has done pretty well so far. Seasoned campaign and all. So Daniel settles. As here goes Dav. Moves in now to bowl. Bowled him. Bowled her. Clean bowled. And so Dav has picked up the off stump. St. George's all over St. Thomas's here in this encounter. Large and in charge here at the E.T. Willett Park. Nothing wrong with that, really. Loops it up once more. Swing and a miss. Taken by the keeper, Anya. Another dot ball. So, very experienced, I could tell you. Campaigner is Myrtlin Elliott. So, Elliott, the experienced campaigner, moves in now to bowl. Loops it. Really loops it. She pulls it into the onside. Pass Annalise. Annalise waits to see if anybody's behind her. It goes across the boundary now for 4. So, we hear some cheers behind us. Elliott is not very happy with that. Here goes now. Elliott bowls, loops it down the track. She swings it to that vacant mid-wicket position, but doesn't hit it too hard. Jazz is quick though, covers the distance quickly. That's where she should be. She should be in this general area, and I think she has it positioned now. Somebody has told her that's where you need to be. So it's going to be Roslyn once more. Moves in now to bowl. Sandrine tugs it into the onside. The fielder is quick, moving across. That's Joel. No, that's not Joel. It's only a single. She's in control. Single to Sandrine. Make that 18. And we're in over number 5. I think it's a foregone conclusion here that St. George's will win this one easily too. Here goes now Roslyn bowls. Off the edge, caught. Well caught by Anya. Caught at the wicket. Off the bowling of Roslyn. And another wicket goes for St. Thomas's. So Valerie Smitten strides to the crease and looks very purposeful. She goes out now to take strike. India, high. Somebody's getting on the... Murtlin takes a great catch. Great running catch by Murtlin Elliott. Oh, she had to go quite a distance to pull in that this season's campaigner. As she was trying to turn it into the onside, got the top edge, spooned high in the air. And Valerie comes back for a 1-ball golden duck. So she's on a hat trick actually, Roslyn. And she'll be bowling now too. I think they crossed while the ball was in the air. So the new batsman is not taking strike. It swung in the air, but it's going to fall well short of the fielder. Races in. And was that a no ball for height? No. So a single. Struck into the onside. A trick averted. Here goes Roslyn bowls. Tries to pull. Misses the shot. Goes past the keeper. And that should be a bye for all intents and purposes. And that will effectively end game number 1. St. George's has won. And game number 1 completed. So St. George's winning the first game quite handsomely indeed. Congratulations. Well, that's our package for this evening. I am Curtis Morton, reminding you that you can watch sports if you're not fit. But to play sports requires fitness, diligence, and sacrifice. Have a good night.